Okay.
I don't know.
Welcome to Looking Through the Glass.
I've been going through a lot. And I've been keeping my positive outlook the best that I can. And Andre pointed something out to me that throughout our entire relationship, our friendship and everything, he's never met anybody like me that truly sits there and looks at what I'm doing wrong, at what, in a situation where I feel that, a friend of mine is going through what they're going through and yet still seems so selfish, but feel that they're not being selfish because they're there for me, and then calls me out to be a selfish one, or seems to be calling me a selfish person because I'm trying to be there for everybody and I'm one person, and you can only manage so many people in one time. You can only be at one place.
Yeah.
And
it's very difficult.
And I'm one of those people that I will drop anything and everything to be there for somebody who I hold close to my heart. And that's my friends, that's my family, that is those who are there for me, I'm there for them.
Yeah.
And this friend has been there for me in a lot of ways. They're a great person. They're, they have wonderful intentions. But at times, I've been told that I'm being selfish, that it's always about me, that I don't hear their end of things. When I'm always coming to you on trying to figure out how to handle this situation. What can I tell them that, because this is how I see it, this is how I feel about it, but how can I word this to help them?
In other words, you always go to other proved sources of help and other people's ways of different can be looking at it and trying to help support their side as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're coming to me, and I'm not a person who let's sit in your sorrows situation. I'm not that kind of person. I can't sit there and just
do nothing about it.
No, I can't do that. It's a situation where I'm a person who's like, okay, let's get it out of our system. Let's cry, and then let's come
barrel right through it.
Let's come up with a solution. Let's figure out how we can get through this.
I'll cry while I fix it.
And I understand that people want to just vent and get it off their chest, but at the same time, while you're venting, me as a person, while I'm venting, I'm trying to come up with the solutions at the same time. Or I'm asking for help for that solution. I'm venting to you to help me come up with a solution because I've tried these other solutions and they didn't work.
That's kind of what venting is for.
And I have come down to the point where I pick and choose who I vent to. Because I don't want to see my venting as a negative aspect. I want to see my venting as I'm trying to find a positive aspect to get me through this.
Mm-hmm. I'm coming to you for encouragement and not just to hear me cry about it. I'm coming for encouragement. I want to hear positive from your mouth.
And sometimes...
And maybe solutions.
And sometimes it's hard to find that positive aspect to things depending on how deep down it is. Sometimes it's hard to find the encouragement to give that person because you've given them every source of encouragement, of solutions of everything that you could possibly think of, and you're getting outside sources to help with that too, but they're not willing to take it, and they're just continuing to fight the same battles over and over and over. Not even fight the same battles, they're just sitting in the same battles that they haven't conquered one battle to go on to the next. They haven't conquered this battle to go on to the next. They're sitting in that battle, and it breaks them down every time, even though nothing new has happened.
In other words, there's no analyzation of the situation that they're in. They're refusing to analyze the situation that they're in from a
different perspective.
A different perspective, or just, hey, this is continuing on because I keep looking at it like this. Maybe I should try looking at it in a different manner type thing.
Maybe that's, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure because
I mean, there could be a whole bunch of different ways or different reasons depending on,
well, and
in my point of view.
I can't fully say what the reason is because I am not that person.
Yeah, and you're not, no matter how much you know about the situation, you're not in their shoes.
Exactly.
And you don't have their mind and their decision making, because they know it so much more in depth than other people, than outside sources.
And there's people who are too busy focusing on pleasing others. They feel that they have to feed their happiness with pleasing others.
Well, I understand that.
And they don't know who they are without pleasing others. And I can understand that to an aspect, but at the same time,
I never lost myself in
trying to please others.
No, I never lost myself in.
I've always set a boundary.
Yeah, there's now. I have put forth everything I had into relationships so that I knew I could there would be the what if type thing.
Yeah, and you talk,
and we've talked about that, but I always was looking for a solution.
And that's where I'm like, I'm trying to understand. And only because Andre is like, you sit there and you try to understand them and where they're at and what they're going through.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to feel like when you go to talk about something that
you're being an ass.
You're being an ass and you're just taking it the wrong way, or
because maybe
you are really being what they're saying you are.
Yeah.
And you're trying to assess it, and he goes, you do that a lot. And I'm like, well, because I consider other people's feelings. I don't like hurting other people's feelings. I know sometimes it's necessary in a way to address something, and it may come across to hurt their feelings, and you're not trying to, but it happens. You have to put boundaries. And sometimes when they cross that boundary, they're hurting your feelings. And so, and I'm a sensitive person, and I know I am. Mm-hmm. So there's things that I'm extremely sensitive on, as in like you. And
you've been traumatized in that area
because I've had everybody against me.
We both have.
And when somebody I hold close to me attacks my relationship with you, whether it was in a joking, playful manner or no matter what it is, I don't care what it is and what manner it is, it's a boundary that you don't cross with me, because
you know my traumas of it,
and it's my own too.
Well, not mine. I'm saying that from your
yes,
perspective.
they know my
No,
trauma.
I can care less.
They know
Because
it's a battle I've always had.
exactly. It's not my trauma.
And as an adult, I shouldn't, and as somebody who is with me, who is, supposed to be somebody I go to about things, does that to me, it immediately triggers me and puts me in the wrong direction with our relationship.
It makes you question because of you still have hurt and you have not resolved those traumas yet in order to face them, because when you have a lot of traumas, you've kind of got to like an onion, like Shrek says, we're like onions, we've got layers. These traumas are built in for so long, just like brainwashing, so you're not, and you are admitting that you're not healed in that area, and that's something that's very respectful, that should be respected in a close dynamic relationship, regardless of what that relationship is. That's a close dynamic relationship. And I mean, you don't have to be hurt from my side, because like you said, nobody questions our relationship. We know our relationships, and it doesn't hurt my feelings, because to me it actually kind of says the opposite to me.
And it's not that what hurts about it is that
it was a known injury,
and they haven't taken the time. They don't take the time to know who you are.
Yeah. You can't judge a book by its cover. And there's crazy parts about me, and I understand that.
And you're a hard pill to swallow sometimes.
I know that.
And I know that, but at the same time, you have, my family has, and I know there's other families like that who have such big hearts, who will drop anything for somebody they barely know, because they're just associated with me or any of your kids. If they're associated with any of your kids and they need help, you guys are there.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Until proven that we shouldn't be.
And you even did it for a group of kids at a school. They needed help, and you were there.
What group of kids?
The program.
Oh, well, one, I enjoyed those kids. Some of them are on this channel. Thank you. I enjoy the living hell out of being around those kids. They have such wonderful personalities and such beautiful hearts, and they put everything they have into that program. So, and I'm sorry, I just got told something that really is quite beautiful. You're a type of person that works and puts that kind of dedication into you, who you are, is what I just got told. In the middle of me saying that, that's why this was brought up and put into your head, was because of the pure light that comes out of that, because you put so much into who you are, how you stand up and how you stand out, and everybody around you And nobody can tell you anything about anybody in your life or how your relationship with them.
Because I'd rather see it for myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's how it should be with everybody.
Because they can see them one way doesn't mean they're like that towards me.
Exactly. You take each relationship as their own. You do not mix it. You do not.
I let them reveal themselves to me. I don't let somebody else determine my what I see. They don't get to determine my point of view.
The depths of that relationship.
My relationship with people is what I view them as, but not what as other people view them as.
And
I will not accept it because because what if somebody did that to me? People have done that to me. Oh, she's this kind of person. She's a thief and she's a liar and she's this and this. So, this is who she is. And I've had...
And that's where people are on. That is not who that person is. That has nothing to do with that shaming. That is shaming 100%.
And that's not who I am. I've been told that I am selfish and self-centered and enclosed person that is single-minded. And, that's not who I am. I refuse to be that.
No, you're not that way at all. You're just the opposite.
I hurt somebody. I want to know why I hurt them. I want to know what I did.
Yeah.
So I can fix that part of me because I don't want to do it again. And I hate the fact that I might have hurt them or that I did hurt them. And, because of what I said or what I did, without knowing that I did that.
Yeah.
Because you can do something unknowingly and you not know that you did it. It hurts because you lost something and you don't know what you did.
Yeah.
And lately, there's so many things I've been reassessing. Things I've been not dwelling in the past but trying to heal myself from past relationships that have affected me.
And carried on through years.
And some of these people I still have relationships with. Some of these people I don't even talk to, but I still have my social medias with them.
Yeah.
So I see, the life they're living now. And, I don't wish anything on these people other than happiness. And,
You're just saying your story. That's all. There's no judgment here. You're just saying your story.
And
because it's a matter of
some newer relationships that have been, blossoming over the years just started to show differently in the last few months. And I seen it one way. And I could only see it that one way. And a better way to put it is you start to see your circle get smaller. Your circle grows smaller and smaller as you get older. And have had a lot of people say that.
It's not it's when it's older in the soul, not older in age.
Yes.
It's when it's ascending, as you're ascending, because you can only take so many. It's like the cards.
But I sat there yesterday for like an hour and a half just writing and writing and trying to figure out how to word things. And some of it I just fucking poured out. Because I was like, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to read this but me. This is for me. There's a lot more pain from a lot of people. And some of it I don't even understand why I hurt so bad. And some of it is, I see it now. You are a person who has been there for me. No matter what, no matter who. I was one of the brattiest kids.
You for being my first child, yeah.
I put you through your challenges.
I'll put it to you this way: you it tested my intelligence, is for sure.
I know.
You absolutely tested my intelligence, but you also gave me an absolute respect for children because of your remarkable personality and how you were you. So you gave me a whole new respect on age. So thank you for that.
And but no matter through it all, no matter what was said between us, because I know there's been a lot of harsh things that were said between us.
More my side, but we are sorting through that.
But no matter what, you loved me.
Well, yeah, I'm your mom.
And I know no matter what route I took, no matter what path I take now, you're there.
Yeah, how am I supposed to tell you your path? I'm still trying to find what I'm still working on mine, man. So sorry.
And I really wish that I could, and this is something I'm trying to know that I cannot do, but I wish that people could see you the way I do.
Oh.
And I know this channel is part of it. God damn it. I told you I was emotional today.
No, let it out, girl. Let it out. You know, that's what this is about, because there's a lot of people out there that actually know exactly what you're going through, and I recently have been going through it, and I'm going to go through more. You know, it's
I just wish people could really see you the way I do.
There's people that do.
And I know there is. But for the remarkable person that you are, the love that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what hurts me at times, is that they refuse. They want to be a part of my life, but they won't accept the fact that you are a part of my life. That I'm going to want them to be around, to be a part of this life.
So let me ask you a question. What makes you, what is it that I do that makes people not want to be around me? But what is it about me that I do? So that I'm aware.
I'm not sure.
Not that I'm going to change it.
You shouldn't. And I think
I don't think I can. It's me.
I think it's your crazy ass. Like, your crazy ass envisionment of your spiritual world.
Okay.
Your spiritual insight.
Okay.
Because you're open about it. You're willing to talk about it.
Oh, I haven't been my entire life, but I am now.
Exactly.
It was something I was instructed to do. But
And those who, this is going to come out wrong, but I'm not sorry.
There is no wrong about it.
My true friends know that my mom is fucking crazy. My mom is crazy. But they know.
That's why Christy and I get along so well, because we go crazy just together and we understand the craziness.
And
she's like, about damn time.
There's that level of friends that have been around for the longest that know you.
And they're always happy to see me.
Like Andre.
Oh, yeah.
He married into the family.
Knowing I was crazy.
Knowing that you were crazy. But he sits there and he listens, because even through all what can be your crazy insights of the spiritual world, of how you feel, of what you hear and everything, it has so much more than that. It's, the help of healing, or, hey, I've been through this, and I'm just now at this age dealing with it. I am now facing that from when I was your age. And, because you didn't, you knew what you were going through and facing, but at the same time you didn't, because we're manipulated to feel that we're supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
At that age.
Yeah.
And, we're conditioned to know and feel that we're supposed to feel that way at that age, when we're not. As at any age, you have validation to yourself and your feelings and where you stand, no matter who you are, what you are, position, age, all of it.
Yeah.
And, I'm understanding this at an earlier age because you're understanding this at your age now. And you're helping me, because there are things that I still picked up on as your oldest, because I went through a lot of those trials with you.
Yeah.
And I seen what you faced, how you felt, and how you looked at yourself and viewed yourself at such an age that I started to do that to myself at a younger age. And that my maturity came in with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hung 14 years old. I hung out with 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
I hung out with an older group. I didn't do everything that they did. They took care of me.
Yeah,
and
they did.
They took care of me. It
was a rough neighborhood, and they took you in.
And they took me in, because that way I wouldn't run with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, I will always be thankful for those two.
They respected me as if I was their age. There was things that they knew that you would kick their ass about if you found out I was involved with it at all.
But they also didn't want you involved in it, and they weren't necessarily involved in it really.
No, they just had other friends that were in the group that did things, and they would. And I even remember
they
them going.
Took you in under
They would
wing.
go not around her, to go off somewhere else, and they would. And I love them for that. And
I absolutely, that was, in my eyes, that was angels taking care of us.
And they helped me grow up in a lot of ways.
They did.
They let me see an adult world that helped me understand a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I...
You know what's really funny? I'm sorry, this just came to my mind. What were they doing at the time? You were doing the same thing at the same age.
Taking care of their parents.
Yep. They taught you how to be mature about it. Like I said.
Thanks, Hugo.
But they taught you that is angels stepping in.
Well, because one of those people, she always thought about
where you belong. Sorry.
She always thought about everybody else too.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful heart and soul. I mean, all the way.
And I know she's still like this, even though it's been a while.
It's her.
And she was always like a big sister to me.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother was always like a big brother to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them for that. And
I remember when I first met them, because your sister was like, "Oh, look, there's, excuse me, there's what?"
you see a grown ass man walk in.
Yeah,
that
I'm
looked like a grown ass man.
I was like, and how do you know?
But no, and I still, I will always be that person who's going to go, how are they feeling? How does this make them feel? Did I make them feel that way?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would want somebody to think about that with me. And even though they don't, I'm still going to feel that way. I'm still going to be that kind of person. Because that's just who I am.
Sorry.
I don't know. I just know that I've been trying to figure it out. And trying to figure out how to approach it. And if it's even something I want to approach.
Well, apparently it's something you want to approach, and you are approaching it, and you are approaching it however you need to approach it. Because you're talking to me about it, that says you are approaching it, and you are assessing it, and you are in the middle of doing the calculation, so sit tight, little girl. That's what they said. Sorry.
I just know that,
Thanks.
it's been messing with me.
I know. I know I'm a rough pill to swallow, but I don't think I do that much.
Well, and I think what I'm having a hard time grasping is that all of my friends throughout my life have been able to accept who my mom is.
Have I always been crazy?
Yes.
Oh.
100%. I don't care.
In the spiritual realm and stuff like that, I've always been crazy?
A little bit. Because you've always had your beliefs in it, different beliefs in it, not your typical beliefs. And you always followed along with what
I felt.
you felt was right.
Yeah.
For you. And, but you've always, spiritually, you're crazy no matter what. No, if spiritually or not, and it's the way you want to have fun. You want to live, and I don't know if
like you posted about the being silly.
Yes, allow yourself to be silly. Fuck those who don't understand and who won't join in. And
I did lose that for a long time.
And I don't know if it was because of the negativity that happened between us and I vented about it that's caused this person to pull away because I vented about it, or I don't know if it's their own perspective and their life of what they're going through that's keeping them from wanting to be involved with our family and with you, because honestly, you've been trying for a long time
to
have them involved. We invited them out when it was your birthday at one point, and we all went to the bar, and that
I did not drink. Oh no, I did, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, I drank.
You had a couple shots. That was it.
Well, yeah, I'm not allowed to drink that much.
Nobody did drink that much that night.
Yeah. But it was fun.
We danced and we had fun and everything. But, and that's not something we can always do. But we want to do more of things like that. Going to concerts or going to balls or Comic-Cons or, We
were never allowed those luxuries. We were literally scooping our own poop out of a toilet, Yeah. People don't understand this. We understand it. We never were afforded those luxuries.
Well, and we made our own luxuries
by being crazy and silly and
going
laughing.
and going. You know what? We're going out to nature.
Yeah, my house is a mess. Start cleaning it. You know what? This is too much like fucking work. Let's go somewhere.
But like even now, inviting them over to your house, having a barbecue or whatever.
Yeah, we used to do bonfires all the time. It was like phones up.
Like even lately, you've been trying, and it just the way this person will like you talk or talking to this person, and the way they would interact with you. I got to watch the body language because you were on the phone. I watched the body language, and they were so fake.
And you're just seeing that now. Is what you're saying?
They acted. Even the tone. The tone with the body language was just.
This is the recent.
It was just so fake, to me. And I wasn't in the right mindset when I saw it. I seen it, but I wasn't in the right mindset.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Glasses. That's never 20/20 for me. But I sat there and you know, as I was writing last night, I was reassessing all these situations and you know, looking back on them, and I was like, how many times has this happened? How many times has this occurred to me? You know, because it has been a thought in my head. Because if it's still there, that means I've seen it before.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm one of those people that go.
And now you're actually putting the body language, and now assessing other people's body languages at the same time.
And I'm going, is this really somebody that I want? I don't want to completely, you know, burn the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to do that. Because they still are a matter to me. But it's
just accept it for what it is and just move on. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting me. Accept it for what it is. They're still important to you. They don't have to. They don't.
I think it's the remarks.
Oh. Like little snide little.
The little playful snide remarks that I don't find playful. They're not playful in my opinion. They are. And in a form.
So then let that person know, hey, that I'm not finding very funny. I don't appreciate it. Cool it. Or you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know her. Or however you want to put it. Or until you actually learn her. Only people that know her have the respect or have the ability to be saying anything. You know, something like that. However you want to put it. I'm like standing up for myself, telling you what to say. But, you know, however you want to put it, but it just gives you a whole new understanding and a whole new respect for yourself. You know, something that I've been learning how to do is the same thing. I've been having the same thing happen to me, and especially as I'm coming out with more things, and it's going to happen a lot more.
A stranger can say whatever. It's funny because a stranger can say whatever, but if it's somebody I know that is, you know.
But if just because you know, that means they're a stranger to me. I'm a stranger to them.
Not all of them.
Oh.
It's those who are in how do I put it? I think what it is,
So this runs deeper than I thought.
a little bit.
Oh.
I think what I think it is, and I could be wrong, is that the lack of true family values
Yeah.
on their side. I think there's a lack of true family values. So seeing what and trying to gather and have them involved in a family situation is something they don't quite understand. But there was small attempts, but they weren't fully invested. They're not allowing themselves to be fully invested because I think they're scared of knowing,
Finding out how remarkable I am.
and knowing that they are capable of being loved.
Wow. That is,
They don't know what true family love is.
that's rough. That's really rough. That's really, really rough. For whoever it is.
And when I see that for others,
Yeah.
it hurts me.
Yeah.
Because
Especially somebody that you're close with.
because not my entire family is like that,
Mm-hmm.
but the ones that, I've spent my life with,
Mm-hmm.
they've showed me family value and family love, and that, blood doesn't make you family. We don't rely on DNA
No.
to make us family, because DNA does not make you family.
No.
And it never will.
No.
And watching them go through
Family has got to do with a commitment.
And I know I don't know their full story because they don't want to open up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's scary. It is a very scary thing.
Absolutely.
Opening up is so hard.
Absolutely.
And I know if they ever were to open up, I wouldn't know what to say. Maybe I will. And maybe at the time of when it does happen, I will know what to say.
Yeah, I would
Words
truly believe that you would know what to say if that had ever happened, because you do have a gift for that.
But I've noticed that the more and more that they come to me about family, the more and more I go, why associate yourself with somebody who, as you have put it before, puts a stipulation on love?
Yeah.
As it's something I have faced in another manner, is I've have faced the stipulation on a relationship, and that's not right. That's not what family does.
No.
Family is supposed to be there unconditionally through it all the trials, because they're supposed to help each other. There's things that you can help each other on.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be a guaranteed, I do something for you, you do something for me. It's, hey, I helped you with this. There you go. Be done with it.
Yeah.
But later on, you should look into doing something for them.
Well, yeah, if they need help. Yeah, I mean.
And when they comes to their time of need, I come to help you. You come to help me.
Oh, yeah.
You always come to help me.
You always come to help me.
And but we don't demand it of each other.
No, I'd say if you can. Oh, she's pet me if you can.
And I just for
I know.
and
This is why the floor in here is always furry.
I just there's so much negativity that surrounds that I feel that there's a standard too
Mm-hmm.
that they feel that they have to, you know, meet for somebody that they love, for family that they love, because they want to please everybody. They want to make everybody happy, but those people are trying to live their life through her.
Boy, yeah. Well, that's rough.
And they really they don't deserve that. They deserve their own happiness.
Get your cat nails out of
And I
my...
don't believe they know what their happiness is.
Well, hopefully, one day. Hopefully this gets to whoever it resonates with.
I really hope so.
Because there's a lot of pain in that. A lot of pain.
I
Get
ju-
your nails out of my...
I just want them to know that, and I really want them to hear it. They don't have to make everybody happy.
No.
That they themselves are the only person in their life that deserves to be happy, that needs to be made happy through themselves.
The only way they're going to find happiness is if they make themselves happy. The happiness comes from within. It does not come from without. And that's something that everybody needs to learn before they can, you know, if you're searching for happiness, look within. See, she always messes with my stuff. Happiness is a place from within, and however you receive that happiness, however you know, but some people do art. I go and I play crazy with my animals and search for wild berries and, you know, and do my crazy things.
And mine has always been music.
And music has always been a huge. I used to sing like crazy, but I wasn't able to sing after my head injury. It took me a long time. I'm starting to sing again, but
I just whoever this resonates to, whoever gets this message and feels that it's for them, love yourself.
know you're worth love.
And know that you are worth all the love in the world. That you deserve to be loved. And that there is not a stipulation on love, and there never should be a stipulation on love. It's unconditional. And you can have family through anybody. Anybody can be your family. I have friends that are my sisters that, you know, have been there for me through the thickest and the thinnest of times. And one of them, she is 100% my sister. Like, hands down. And she always will be. We've always been there for each other.
Yeah, it's like Christy and I.
Exactly. And I just want people to know that, you know, my brothers, they're my brothers.
They're my sons.
The blood that runs through us does not define our family. And our family has done nothing but grown.
In numbers too.
Honestly. And that's just who we are. We welcome them all. No matter what it does. What happens in the end.
I don't know. They all kill us, you know, that kind of sucks. But hey,
Well, not in a
made
dark,
my lifelong
twisted-
goal. Finally reached my lifelong goal.
Not in a dark, twisted sense.
Oh, okay. I can't help it. It's in my blood.
We know.
The maracas left. Well, I don't know all who that's for, but whoever it's for, you're not really hurting my feelings. But, sorry if I scare you. Does that make sense? Skent. Black Widow. I'm not a Black Widow. I'm sorry, Giselle.
It's not your fault. You're just being you.
It's the only person I know how to be. I ran for myself for far too long, and myself said, haha, do you see me? I see you. Ha. Like Elmer Fudd.
You just fucking tripped over a little mini fence and it caught up. Like a serial killer movie.
I was like a mini fence. I know I'm short.
It's like this short. Your foot just went. Doop.
Like on Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, that's exactly where I went with it. That's exactly where I came from on it.
That's funny.
A little fence about this high. Trip
It's like, seriously?
right into a grave.
It's like, seriously, out of all the places you want to run.
I feel a little bit better now.
Do you feel better?
Now I'm just tired.
That was a lot to unload. I'm proud of you. Do you feel it?
I'll go jump in your pool.
Yeah, pool time.
Well, thank y'all for listening to me cry.
Thank you for listening to my craziness. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment.
Do the cha-cha. That's clapping your hands.
I know.
Do you know how to do the cha-cha?
Remember, high five.
Remember, high five.
The high five.
How many fucking high fives have we done, Mom?
How many high fives have we done?
You said remember the high five. What high five? Which high five? Which fucking high five do I need to remember?
The high five. Never mind. You don't get it. But it was still funny. Do you want out?
But thank you.
Thanks for joining. Till next time.